World Water Day. Water is Life by Dr. Yatish Jain, environmentalist, Jabalpur. Water is life. This is not just a simple statement, but an eternal truth of existence. Life on Earth cannot be imagined without water. The human body is largely composed of water, and every system of nature depends upon it. Yet today, human civilization stands at a critical juncture where the availability, quality, and distribution of water have all become serious challenges. In this context, every year on 22nd March, World Water Day is observed to create awareness about the importance of water, its conservation, and its equitable use. This day is not merely a formality, but a global commitment to protect human existence itself. World Water Day began in 1992 during the United Nations Conference on Environment and Development, where the global water crisis was first acknowledged with seriousness. Subsequently, in 1993, the United Nations General Assembly officially declared 22nd March as World Water Day. Since then, it has been observed every year with a new theme, focusing on contemporary challenges such as climate change, groundwater depletion, and water and gender equality. It reminds us that water is not just a natural resource, but a basic human right, and ensuring its availability is a collective responsibility of humanity. Today, the global water crisis has become a harsh reality. According to the World Health Organization and UNICEF, nearly 2 billion people lack access to safe drinking water, and billions do not have basic sanitation facilities. Waterborne diseases claim millions of lives every year, with children being the most affected. This problem is not limited to developing countries. Even developed nations face challenges related to water quality and accessibility. Only 2.5% of Earth's total water is freshwater, and most of it is locked in glaciers and polar regions. The amount of usable water is extremely limited, while the demand continues to rise due to population growth and industrial development. It is estimated that by 2050, water demand may increase by nearly 30%, making the situation even more complex. India's condition is equally alarming. The country holds about 18% of the world's population, but has only 4% of its water resources. According to Niti Aayog, around 600 million Indians are facing water stress, and many major cities are approaching day zero, a situation where water sources nearly dry up. Per capita water availability has drastically reduced from about 5,000 cubic meters in 1951 to nearly 1,500 cubic meters today. Excessive groundwater extraction, inadequate rainwater harvesting, river pollution, and weak water management policies have intensified the crisis. Agriculture, the backbone of India's economy, consumes the largest share of water, often in an unbalanced manner, further aggravating the issue. The importance of water is not only physical or economic, but also deeply spiritual. In Indian culture, water symbolizes life, purity, and divinity. Ancient scriptures regard water as sacred, apo hi stha mayovuha, meaning water is the source of joy and life. Jain philosophy considers water as a living entity, carrying a sense of consciousness. From this perspective, misuse of water is not just wastage, but a form of violence. Lord Mahavira's principle of non-violence teaches sensitivity and protection towards every element of nature. If we treat water merely as a consumable resource, we deny its spiritual value. But if we recognize it as the foundation of life, its conservation becomes our moral and spiritual duty. One of the major reasons behind today's water crisis is the imbalanced lifestyle of human beings and overexploitation of resources. Industrialization, urbanization, and consumerism have disrupted the natural water cycle. Pollution of rivers, deforestation, encroachment of water bodies, and excessive groundwater usage have all contributed to this crisis. Climate change has further worsened the situation by altering rainfall patterns and increasing extreme events like droughts and floods. In such circumstances, water conservation is no longer an option, it is a necessity. Efforts must be made at individual, community, and governmental levels. At personal level, we must use water wisely, avoid wastage, and adopt practices like rainwater harvesting. At community level, revival of traditional water sources such as ponds, wells, and step wells is essential. Awareness campaigns and tree planting can also play a significant role. At governmental level, initiatives like Jal Jeevan Mission, Namami Gange, and Atal Bhujal Yojana aim to strengthen water management. However, their success depends largely on public participation. Technological innovations like drip irrigation, smart water management systems, and wastewater recycling can also contribute significantly. We must also reconnect with our traditional wisdom. India has a rich history of effective water conservation systems, from Rajasthan's Baulis to South India's tank systems and mountain regions' kunds. These were not just technical solutions, but part of community life. Integrating these traditional practices with modern technology can create a sustainable water management system. It is important to understand that the water crisis is not just about scarcity, but about human behavior and mindset. If we see water as a commodity, we will exploit it, but if we consider it as life and a divine blessing, we will protect it. World Water Day conveys this powerful message. Water conservation is not just an environmental need, but a moral, social, and spiritual responsibility. Securing water for future generations is our duty, and we must take a pledge today itself. Water is life, and life is the essence of creation. Save water today, secure tomorrow. If we fail to act now, water might become a subject of history in the future. Let us unite, act responsibly, and make water conservation an integral part of our lives, because water is life.